Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you really enjoy this challenge that I did for myself. And if it is something that you are going to challenge yourself to do, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear if you're going to do something like this or, maybe a little less time. But if you can't tell by the title of this video, I challenge myself to do the Stairmaster every day for 7 days for 1 hour. Now, if you are not new to my channel, you know I am a big runner. I've run many half marathons. I actually was training for an ultra earlier this year, but with a big move across the country, it did not happen. I still run every single week between 25 and 35 miles, just depending on my schedule and how busy I am. So why did I do this if I already run? Wouldn't I be in shape enough to do the Stairmaster? You might be thinking the Stairmaster is just so different than actual running. And reminder, you are only as good as what you train for. So if I'm training to run, I'm probably gonna be really freaking good at running and my endurance is really high. But if I switch over to something else, it's like a whole new fiber is being used within my body. So the reason I did this is because I needed to take a little bit of time off from running. I have this severe leg cramp and I always joke that it's restless leg syndrome, but I know that it's just because my body's constantly being broken down. I never give it a break. And so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take an entire week off, which is really hard to do if you're a runner. You feel me because you get super antsy. So then I thought, well, I'll just do a different form of cardio. But like the elliptical, the bike, all these things just don't challenge me in the way that running does. So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll do the Stairmaster. So I did. And let me tell you, that thing challenged me. I needed that like mental push. And because I decided to do this vlog style with it, it really helped me stay accountable. There was one day that I just did not think I could do it. An hour on that thing is like 5 years in an actual lifetime. And if you're curious, I usually start out at level 8 and I stay at level 8 until I'm super warmed up, so maybe like 20-30 minutes, and then I start switching between 8, 9, and 10, 8, 9, and 10, 8, 9, and 10, because I kind of get bored, so I need to, break up the rhythm a little bit. I watch YouTube videos while I'm on it. I watch a ton of Hallmark movies. I love Hallmark movies, but I go over all that in the synopsis of this video as well. Couple of things I wanted to touch on. You don't have to do this kind of extreme, for weight loss or anything. This was just a fun challenge. Since I already am kind of an endurance athlete, I did like the mental and physical challenge that it brought. I sweated so freaking much. I do explain that I do wear a sweatshirt because it's very cold in our gym. I can't run with like a lot of bulky items, but on the Stairmaster, it was kind of nice to just kind of change it up. I wasn't wearing it for like extra weight loss or anything like that. I was wearing it because it was legit always cold in our gym. And another thing I wanted to mention is if you are going based on the calories burned on the machine, it's probably always going to be incorrect. It's super inaccurate because it doesn't ask you a ton of questions. I had my Garmin on all week and there was only once, I think it was Friday night, that for some reason it hasn't been working. Like that same day, it said I walked 6 steps, and normally I walk between like 15 and 20,000 steps a day. So like, I know I walked more than 6 steps, but it said I burned 89 calories. And I know that's not true. I spent an hour on the stairs. I know that's not true, but the calories on the actual Stairmaster machine was saying that I was burning between like 800 and 900 calories, whereas my watch would say between like 375 and 500. So if you're going based on calories to get yourself into a deficit, I would actually recommend getting some form of like Apple Watch, which I feel like everybody has nowadays, or a Garmin or a Fitbit or something that will track it a little more accurately, because this is, based on my height, weight, age, etc. Whereas the machine, you just kind of hit quick start and then it just takes an average based on the steps and the movement that you're doing. But this is a really fun challenge. I challenge all of you to think outside the box and to challenge your body this week, because you just never know. And I gotta be honest, like I normally only spend like 20 to 30 minutes like a couple of times a month on the Stairmaster, but I'm actually gonna miss it. I really miss running. I'm gonna run today and I'm so excited. But I think I'm gonna continue with the Stairmaster just a couple times a week, just because it really pushed me. and mentally, like, it was a challenge, but it was like a good challenge. Like, once I hit start, I was like, I'm on this for an hour. There was one night where, because I've been battling a cold, that I really needed tissues. So instead of getting off, because I knew like I would not want to get back on, it was just a struggle, I actually texted my husband, who was across the gym in the weight room, and I was like, can you bring me some tissues? And he came over and he was laughing. He's like, is it one of those days where if you get off you won't get back on? And I was like, yes, that, and because the Stairmasters at our gym are set for only a 60-second break, so once you hit pause, you only have 60 seconds to hit start again, otherwise it wipes everything out. And I was like, I don't want that to happen. And he was really kind. He did bring me tissues because he's amazing. So let's get into this vlog. Total average, I think, like I said, I burned between 350 and 485, I think was the most calories I burned. It was super fun. I didn't go into this with like, oh my gosh, my body's gonna change so much, I'm gonna drop so much weight. There's only so much you can do in a week. And I wasn't changing like the way I was eating. I wasn't doing like super extremes like I was with my JLo diet. So like I did lose half a pound this week, but that's just, I think, based on like my calories. I don't think the Stairmaster super edged me out when it came to weight loss this week. But if you are new to working out, you might notice a quicker drop than I have. But yeah, so just a really fun video. I hope you enjoy. I walk you through the entire 7 days. It's like you're working out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I apologize for the horrendous lighting because it's almost 7 o'clock, so it's getting dark here, and I'm actually parked underneath like the gym light to give me some light so I can film this. So day 1, spending the next 7 days, 1 hour on the Stairmaster every single day. I decided actually to do this like literally today because I need to take a little bit of time off from running. I'm having like a injury come back, and I get this weird cramp in my leg. I have magnesium, potassium, all this stuff, but I think it's just like my body's breaking down and needs a break. But mentally, as I told you in the intro, I like just can't take a break from like and do nothing. Like, that's just not my personality. So I am going off of my progress pictures from when I ate 10 days like JLo, because this is literally starting the next day. Why not go one challenge after another and just push myself? So yeah, I spent an hour on there. The first 20 minutes were good. The first 20 minutes I was like, I got this. And then at minute 21, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a struggle. I actually went back and watched one of my favorite YouTubers, Vlogmas, because I was like, what else am I gonna watch? There's like nothing. No one's putting out new content. No one has new videos. You guys, I'm spending an hour on the Stairmaster. I need something. The stairs is something I have to watch something with. When I run, I can listen. So when I run, I usually do a lot of podcasts because like I really try to watch a lot of YouTube when I run, but the screen does this when you run, like it shifts because you're bouncing, and it makes me motion sickness. Or makes me have motion sickness. But on the stairs, it's boring to listen to something. I have to watch something. So all you YouTubers out there, I'm just putting out this vibe. I need you to get some content up like really fast, like long vloggy videos where you just have like a GoPro like in front of your face all day. No, please don't do that. That's also gonna give me motion sickness. All right, day 1 is a giant check. I will see you tomorrow. have 7 straight days on the Stairmaster for 1 hour. I apologize if you can hear the landscaper behind me. I am on my way to the gym. It is 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning. I feel like once I get this workout in, I'm gonna feel so freaking amazing. I'm still kind of feeling under the weather. Last night's Stairmaster session kicked my freaking butt. The first 2 nights I was like on a high and I was like, oh my god, I could spend like 5 hours on here. That wasn't so bad. Like once I got off, obviously when I was on it, I was like, okay, this is dragging a little bit. And then last night, for whatever reason, I just couldn't like switch this part of my mind over to just like get in the zone. I was watching a Hallmark movie on YouTube. I love Hallmark, don't judge me. Hallmark Lifetime movies. If you get me, you get me. If not, just understand they're really cheesy movies and they're really freaking good. And I was watching it and it was a really good movie, but like I was struggling. Usually I start out at level 8 and then I start rotating after about 20 or 30 minutes between 9, 10, then drop to 7, then 8, 9, 10, and just kind of like play with it a little bit, like the speed, so that way it keeps me interested. But last night I was just like dragging, like I could not even. It was so bad. And then I've been wearing a sweatshirt just because it's actually been chilly when we go at night. And the gym is kept super air conditioned. I can't run in like a lot of clothing, but Stairmaster, like I like to sweat a lot. It's just, I don't know, it just kind of feels good and it's kind of motivating. So last night I had a sweatshirt on, but the gym I don't think had their air conditioning on for once, even though it was like 92 degrees outside. And it was a brand new sweatshirt that I had never worn, never washed, so it like left the like fuzz all over because I was sweating. So I did take it off and I was like, oh. So then I put it back on and then I was just super hot. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with my cold that I wasn't like breathing super good. I don't know, but this is kicking my freaking butt. 7 days, 1 hour, 7 hours. I have 4 hours left to go with today, so I'm gonna get in a really quick session. Short turnaround time because I've been doing them between like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then today it's 9 a.m. so like super short turnaround time. Also, my legs are really sore. Like the teardrop muscle right above your knee on like the inside of your quad. You know what I'm talking about? That little muscle that gets super sore is so tender. That's the only thing that's sore. So I don't sit here all day and talk and prolong it because I gotta get done, because I gotta get back to work. I will check in with you when I'm on the Stairmaster. Day 6 and it is very late. and I'm heading into the gym to get 1 hour on the Stairmaster in. Yesterday's workout, I kicked that thing's booty. I was on fire. I felt amazing. I could have probably done more than an hour, like mentally, physically. Like an hour came by and I was like, whoa, an hour's already went by. So today's day 6. I don't expect to repeat the awesomeness of yesterday, but I can hope. Because the weekend's here, so tomorrow's the last day. And I spent 7 hours on the Stairmaster this week. What? I miss running so freaking much, but my leg feels a lot better, so it was a good break. And I really enjoyed pushing myself, because I don't think if I would have just said hey, I'm gonna do this for 7 days and then not done a vlog, it wouldn't have kept me accountable. So I'm gonna go ahead in. You'll see in a little bit the workout. Let's get it.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and
Hey guys, guess what? It is day 7. It is the last day of my week on the Stairmaster, and I'm a little bit sad. I was just telling my husband a little while ago via text, because he's at work right now, that I'm so proud of myself, because I think I said this yesterday, I don't think I would have stayed committed if it wasn't for making this into a little mini vlog. So I'm a little bit sad, a little bit. If you care to know, I did lose ½ pound this week, but I don't really feel like my body changed. I feel like my mind changed towards the Stairmaster, because it's a huge commitment to be on there for an hour. Especially, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, when it was just a massive struggle to stay on that thing. So hopefully tonight goes really well. I haven't done it yet. I'm about ready to head in, and I feel good. So if you have never used a Stairmaster or you hate it, I'm going to challenge you to get on it for 5 minutes minimum, or if you're someone who uses it all the time but doesn't stay up for very long, commit to 30 minutes for 7 days. It's a game changer. I feel like my endurance is still super high. I feel like it's going to actually improve my runs. And moving forward, I'm going to try to use it at least twice per week for 1 hour to substitute for running. My leg feels amazing. I'm just really pumped. It's beautiful out. I'm here early today, early as in 5:30 instead of 7 o'clock. So let's go finish this. On average, I burned about 400 calories per hour, according to my Garmin. So the 700 to 800 calories that the machine says is incorrect, but I sweated a ton. So I'm also bundled up. It's 80 some degrees out and I have a sweatshirt on. That's life. I also have a blanket on every time I watch a movie, even if it's 100 degrees. So I'm gonna go finish this workout, wrap it up. I just want to say really quickly, thank you so much for following along on this little mini series. /video. It's been really fun. If you want to see more challenges like this, let me know below. I saw a challenge that's really scary, but I kind of want to do it. I just have to wait probably till the week of Thanksgiving to try it, because I'm off that week. There's no way I could do it while I was working. It's running 100 miles in a week. Now, if you are a huge runner, you probably check that off your list quite often. For me, I only run between 20 and 30, maybe 35 miles a week, just depending if it's a good week or it's a lagging week. I think the most I've ran in a week is 45, and that's when I was in marathon, training for a marathon, and that was a lot. I was getting up so early. That was when I was working crazy amount. So 100 miles. That's so many miles in a week. My legs would be so freaking dead. Also, I would be starving. So I would need like a pizza after I was done running. So let me know if you think that would be a good challenge for me to do. I'm kind of scared. We'll see. So I'm gonna go head in and get the last session in. You will see it. And I just want to say again, thank you so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know below if you have another challenge for me. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.